Hey guys, it's your Korean gal, and I just tried like a new video style, but today I'm gonna present to you 5 big culture shocks that you might experience when you go to Korea. Alright, so let's get started. So I'm probably gonna ramble, but the first culture shock is that 4 is an unlucky number in Korea. And that might sound kind of random, but there's actually a really funny thing about Korean elevators. And you know how there's like buttons you press in elevators, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In Korea, you will never see a 4 button. And that's because in Korea, it's always going to say F instead of the 4. See, 4 is not written down here. And I'll show you a picture of it right now. Look, it says F, right? So basically, sa, which is the number 4 in Korea. Sa means 4 in Korean. Sa also means death. So that's kind of like really creepy, right? Sa means 4 and it also means death, right? So yeah. The second culture shock is that age is a really important thing in Korea, especially compared to like other cultures like America. Like, not that I'm an expert, but one of the first things that a Korean might ask you, like when you first like meet them, is your age, which sounds kind of weird to like people from other cultures, but like it's because in Korea there's a lot of like underlying Confucianist beliefs in the society, and like there's even titles about like who's younger, who's older, and that kind of stuff, and it's all because of that Confucianist belief, right? And age is like really important. I tried to draw like a pretty drawing here, but like it's not that pretty, but just pretend it's pretty. Alright, so yeah. The third culture shock. Singing is a really big thing in Korea actually compared to other cultures, like because I've been living in America for like a really long time, and I noticed that singing isn't as big in America as it is in Korea. Especially in Korea, it's really great to know how to sing, and there's a lot of singing occasions. There's something called the 노래방, which is basically a karaoke room, and people go there a lot to like sing and stuff, like just to sing. I'll show you a picture of it later, but I just tried to do like a little cute drawing, but I'm really not an artist. Like, I'm not an artist. Yeah, this is a 노래방. So the fourth culture shock is that in Korea, we generally try not to write our names in red. So in Korea, don't write your name in red if possible, because it's like this superstition thing, right? And in the old times, like during like wars or something, red was used to write the names of the dead. So like we used red ink to write the names of the dead. And we can't do that to the living, right? We can't write the living's name in red if they're still alive. So like that kind of brings like bad luck, and that's like a bad omen and stuff, and like it's kind of like, just don't do it. It's like a superstition thing. I never wrote my name in red. So yeah. Okay, so the fifth culture shock, cults. So there's going to be a lot of cults in Korea. It's not a rumor. There are so many of them. It's like endless, right? And it's actually really hard to like tell who's a cult member, who's not. Even Koreans fall for like cults, right? And you might be approached by them too, right? Because like they're like, oh my gosh, she's like a foreigner, whatever. And tactics are prone to change, but like this is what I've heard in a lot of instances. There's going to be like a young, friendly looking person coming up to you. They're gonna like ask you questions like, oh my god, like, are you a foreigner? Like, how long are you staying? Whatever. They're going to approach you, and then the ultimate goal is to like get money off of you, right? But it's going to be very difficult to identify who's a cult member and who's not, so keep your guard up. All right. Okay, so that's it. I linked my TikTok and Instagram under, so yeah, bye.